everybody knows what to do. Thankfully, she was able, she knew she had to stop it. How many people know that they have to stop that? Bunaba said something that, okay, even aside from even bandaging the whole place, tighten up that place, your hand is supposed to be at rest, not move. Mind you, this girl was jumping from one akada to another akada.
Yeah.
Spiritual. That was spiritual. I'm not here to lay blames. I'm just here to say that, can we look at these things critically and come up with what is right? That was spiritual. Is it that they did not know what to do? Yes, they talked about they did not have antivenom. But I believe that even if they don't have antivenom, is there something else they could have done? Don't they have an ambulance that they can quickly take her? You understand? Because they know this is life and death. Even if they don't have an ambulance, because we know how much an ambulance costs, right? Is there not a way they can easily, I believe that the hospital should even have, emergency, just in case something happens, you quickly call somebody, a standby car or something that can rush them to the nearest hospital. They should have called to say, okay, do you have antivenom? We're sending somebody now. But they said they didn't have. And they watched her leave the hospital. Because for her...
All right, but just a minute, please. Yeah. Let's pick this call. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning, Mrs. Oboli. How are you today?
I'm good. Happy Wednesday to everyone. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning.
Before you start up this together, I just have a couple of things I want to try on. If something happens and one doesn't go to the hospital on time, they say the case was not presented on time, probably that was what was responsible for cause of death. But in this case, when the thing happened, the lady hopped on the next available bike or bus or something. She managed to look for other places where she could just make sure something was okay for her to survive. And in the end, she died. So what happened? We need the right to say Nigeria happened to her, because that is about the best prayer an average Nigerian can pray for at this point in time. I look forward to a time where a woman that is about to give birth to a child will not die in this country. I look forward to a time when malaria will not kill people in this country. I look forward to a time in Nigeria where Lassa fever will not kill people. I look forward to a time where our medical sector will be top-notch in knowing the right thing to do at the right time. And the venom was not available. So what can we do to help this lady, because of her allowing her move up and down, and the venom keeps starting around her body? This will not happen in saner times. But I'm asking myself, when exactly will we get it right in this country? I'm not apportioning blames, but I'm saying so that we will not continually be reactive when we will start getting proactive about issues. I want to wait for the next Nigeria to bite the dust. Another one bite the dust. It could be anybody today, it could be anybody tomorrow. If this lady were not popular, maybe she will not make it to the daily, meaning that other Nigerians have died due to one negligence or an anomaly in the medical sector or the other. And now this is making it to the headlines. Do we have to wait for another one to bite the dust before we start getting the medical sector or whatever sector in Nigeria that is having its lacuna? When do we start getting it right in this country? I agree this morning because this could happen to anybody. But another Nigeria sister has bitten the dust. And so painful that it has to happen here in Nigeria under people's watch. Good morning, ladies. Have a blessed day.
Good morning. Good morning. Thank you so much, Mrs. Oboli, for calling. We do appreciate your call. So, Buki, just before you head on, I'm seeing now that FMC has come out to say that it's not about it, that it was not because, or rather they were cancelling the claim of not making available the antivirus. All right, bring down the volume of your radio, please. Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yes, good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Yeah, this is Ozzy, Dr. Ozzy. Yeah.
Dr.
I'm the emergency physician.
Oh.
Yeah, thank you very much for bringing up these very important topics. What I want to say is just quite opportunate to follow up to the young lady. I know most of the blame is about lack of anti-venom, but it really shocks you to know that even if the anti-venom were to be available, how many of our health workers know how to administer the anti-venom? And I align with what the previous speakers have talked about. There are so many factors that should be looked into from the storage of these anti-venom, even if they are available. I've had the opportunity of managing patients that have been bitten by snakes, and there are times that these anti-venom will not really be available because the expiration date and all that, because they are quite expensive as well. So there are a lot of it's multifaceted. But I just pray and I hope that the government looks into it. Someone also suggested that if there is possibility of swapping some of these medications when they expire. So some of these things are things that should be looked into. So it's not really about one area having the problem. The personnel may have the problem, the government have the problem, even us as individuals as well. There are still things that we ought to do. I don't really have much details about what the victim did after the bite and all. There are so many precautions and so many things that ought to be done when there is a snake bite. And I know we mentioned some of them, excessive movement and all that. And even the recent protocol now is even against tying or applying tourniquet to the affected areas. That will even sound a bit off, but those are some of the recent teachings as well. So once again, thank you very much for really bringing this to the fore, and I hope the stakeholders and everyone involved will do the needful. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Dr. Ozzy. Where are you calling us from, though?
Yeah, from Lagos. Okay.
Oh, thank you very much, Dr. Ozzy. Do well to have a great day.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for calling. So, Buki, let's quickly hear.
That was very good that we got, insight from a medical practitioner. Thank you, doctor, for coming in at this point. And he actually said it all. So for me, it's more of what is the continuous improvement process we must have now. You understand? The last point I was trying to make was, okay, how can we educate ourselves? In terms of first aid, when this happens, what do we do? What do we do? Because like I said, not many people will remember, to tie and all that, and then, make sure that the movement is restricted. I believe that there's still that angle where we can educate ourselves, but beyond that, we've talked about the alternative. We've talked about even modern science, modern medicine, where they can swap. Then another thing that Nigeria, we should get to that point. I told you about Uganda. Watch out. Do you know that they're setting up manufacturing companies to manufacture drugs in Uganda? They're tired of importing. You understand? So the question is, what are we also doing? We yes, one or two universities that I'm close to, I know that they're doing things like that, but we need more. We need more. There are snakes in Africa. There are snakes in Africa. We need more. And it's not just for snakes, but other things as well. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Buki, for your thoughts on this. This is where we'd like to wrap it up today. But before we go, Ibinabo, please go ahead quickly.
Okay, thank you very much. I just want to quickly plead. You see, we live in Nigeria. We live in a country where we have very, very intelligent people, very experienced people. Like I was saying earlier on, I said I met at some point when I was in Abuja an alternative medicine doctor. He's also, I think he had a degree in orthodox medicine too. And this man would tell you that. I think we were walking down a particular road, and we got to a point where there were some uncompleted structures and all of that. And he was saying, look at that leaf. This particular leaf, it can do this. This one, it can do that. And they're all over the place, growing by themselves. And we call them weeds. We call them grass. We call them whatever we call them. I remember that there was a time somebody said there was a particular kind of leaf, if you burn it in the house and up all the doors, peradventure you have a snake growing somewhere in the corner of your house, anywhere a snake is, it will crawl out. You see, we have to look for solution from everywhere. We have to look for solution from every angle. If there is a possibility to that, somebody come up and tell us about it, so that it will be very well spread. Everybody will get to know about. So sometimes you don't live in a developing area. Sometimes you live in an already developed area.
Okay.
And then you think, I was somewhere on the island, in a place where you would think that even see itself, it will hard. Do you know that I saw a green snake in the house? Stylishly, I wanted to spend more days. I don't sleep again. So the question was, how did it get into the house? So we need more education on this. We need more information on this. We need people who understand, who knows, who have more knowledge to share with us, so that we don't have cases like this young lady, young, enterprising, promising. Her life just got caught suddenly, and she got died, and that is it.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right, thank you to Ibinabo for adding your thoughts to that. And this is where we'll wrap it up. And I hope that we get it right, in our country. I just hope that we get it right. It's one thing for our government to sit down and say, okay, since we cannot get it from, the usual medicine, that we have, can we see how we can bring in alternative medicine, join hands together and see how we can go. But then again, let's just be careful. We cannot be too careful when it comes to these things. I think we'll definitely have to come up with something to tell people what to do when they have snake bites, and some of the things they should do and not do. All right, so this is where we wrap it up for today. Do want to join us again tomorrow. Thank you to Dr. Ozzy and to Ms. Oboli that called, and to each and every one of you who sent in. So I have one message. Hey, my time has gone. This is coming from Sarah Sampson from Wawa. She says, good morning, WFM. Happy New Month. Our system has failed us. I took my 2-year-old baby to a hospital in Niger State because she was purging, but they gave her drip. Before midnight, I lost my baby. It was later we found out that the drip was for burnt. Not for purging, but the deed was already done. So they gave the baby a different kind of drip, not for the purging. It's just unfortunate that we get to see all of these things. We're so sorry about this, Sarah. All right, so this is where we say our goodbyes this morning. Do well to stay locked to Women Radio WFM 91.7. Thank you so much, ladies, for being a part of the program this morning. My name is Rose Yusuf Kaiser. Stay with us right here on Women Radio WFM 91.7. Good morning.